we have been talking about freedom. So now let us just take a moment to take a deep breath in and then exhale, drop your shoulders down. And if you're willing, just close your eyes. And I want you to imagine that you are in a pool of water and you're sitting perfectly still. So the water is still, you're still. It's like a pane of glass. And you can see the reflection of the clouds and the trees. And it's just so beautiful and so serene, you know, all the way up to maybe your waist or your chest level. And you're just sitting there and you're feeling so comfortable. And there's no worries, nothing bothering you. And it's just an amazing feeling. The water is the perfect temperature. There are no dangerous critters in the water with you. You're just sitting there. And you're enjoying the stillness and the peace. And you're enjoying feeling the water merge with your energy. The energy of the water is just absolutely amazing. And then you take your hand and you bring it up and you place it on your heart. And in doing so, you disturb the stillness of the water. And you see that the water ripples out a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. And you see it go out so far that it reaches the shoreline. And then it ripples back to you. And you realize that your energy is mingling with the energy that is carrying this further and further out. So right now you're mingling your energy with the water. It's causing the ripples, and then it's coming back to you. And you think, this is amazing, because now I've had this epiphany that my thoughts do the same thing. Whatever I think, even if I don't speak it, if I think it, I send out ripples just the same. And that is what comes back to me. And that is how I stay stuck when I think of something negative. Then more negative comes washing over me. But if I turn my thoughts to something positive, something uplifting, something kind, that is what is going to come to me in abundance. And then you think again, and you realize the same thing happens with your emotions, with how you feel. When you choose to feel unhappy or dissatisfied or angry, those ripples go out just the same, and they circle back and come to you. And as they do, they're gaining momentum and gaining in size. So you realize when you radiate love and kindness and compassion and acceptance and fun and laughter and lightheartedness, that is what comes back to you. And as you sit there, silent and still once again, you see the ripples continue for a little while, even though you're no longer making any movements, because they are playing out their momentum. The energy is moving them. And you decide right here and right now that you want your thoughts and your feelings and the words you speak and the actions you take to be aligned. And you want all of that to be aligned with the divine being within you. To feel the energy that is beautiful and wonderful and uplifting. That is a part of you. That is what you send out to others, consciously or unconsciously. And that's what comes back to you, multiplied many times over. And as you're sitting there and the lake goes back to being still, you imagine what your life will be like when you make these tiny adjustments for big ripples. What will you do to make the world a better place? What will you think? What will you feel? What will you say? What will you believe? What will you let go of? What will you make room for? And what will your life look like as a result of that? Of all the beauty and the joy and the well-being and the abundance and the creativity and the beautiful, amazing connections in all your relationships. And you see yourself so happy, so at ease, so at peace. And you finally realize what it's like to be free. Free from being bound to beliefs which no longer serve you, to emotions which no longer help you, to thoughts which no longer inspire you. Freedom. Total freedom. And with that total freedom comes bliss. And you sit there and you just vibrate blissfully, knowing that no matter what goes on around you, no matter what goes on in the world, no matter what others say or do or think or how they act, whatever they believe, it doesn't matter. Because you are as still as the lake, completely undisturbed, radiating that energy, knowing that you are making choices that are right for you. It does not need permission from anyone else, because you have the freedom to give yourself that permission, the freedom to live as you choose, the freedom to be truly and blissfully, deliriously happy. And as you feel this energy, imagine that the lake is disappearing. And you're seated here, but you still feel connected to that water. You still feel the energy within you. You still feel all those beautiful ripples coming back to you. And you're in this moment now. And you remember all you've learned and all you've realized. And you decide right now to put it into action. So you wiggle your fingers and your toes and you feel the seat beneath you. And you prepare yourself to head out into the world, transformed and tranquil. And we take a deep breath in, and you exhale and drop your shoulders down. And you remember just how free you are. And until next time, I wish you much joy and namaste.
Namaste.